You speak English well. You're very fluent. You are great at your job. But somehow, some way, people always interrupt you. They talk over you, they talk over your ideas, or worse, they just ignore you, or they ignore your ideas in meetings. If you've ever walked from a conversation thinking, ugh, I know I said the right thing, so why didn't it land? Then this video is for you. Because the problem here, it's not your grammar and it's not your vocabulary. It's something deeper. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Frustrated to Fluent. I'm Devin Bruce. I'm the founder and CEO of the English Communication Academy. We help non-native English speakers in healthcare communicate effectively with their patients, colleagues, and staff. And today, I'm going to walk you through the 3 speaking habits that make you sound less credible, even when your English is phenomenal. And I'll also show you how to fix them with clear, proven, actionable strategies. These are real mistakes that I see all day, every day, that doctors, researchers, pharmacists, nurses, other healthcare workers, people in leadership, I see them make these mistakes every day, and it's costing them career opportunities. But you're here, so that means you're ready to fix it. So let's get to it. Now, before we jump into that first mistake, here's one thing I want to make clear. This isn't about blaming you for how you speak. It's about unlearning those patterns that were never designed for your success. For example, if you were taught to be overly polite or to defer to others or to play it safe when you speak up, none of that is your fault. But in healthcare workplaces, they don't reward hesitation. It rewards clarity. So what we're going to do today is to rebuild your voice with intention. Okay, let's get into the mistakes. Mistake number 1, you sound unsure even though you know the answer. Many people undermine their own authority without even realizing it. This happens when you say phrases like, I think maybe you could, or I'm not sure, but possibly, or well, it's kind of just a thought. These phrases make you sound unsure, even when you are 100% right. And in high stakes settings like healthcare, hesitation can make people second guess your expertise. What you say matters, but how you say it determines whether people take you seriously. So instead of, I think we should monitor the patient's blood pressure more closely, you could say, we need to monitor the patient's blood pressure more closely. The key here is not to sound aggressive, it's to be clear. So if you struggle with sounding confident, try recording your voice. Notice how you end your sentences. If they rise like a question, flatten that pitch. That one shift will instantly boost your presence. Mistake number 2, you cram way too many ideas in one sentence. You over-explain. You try to show how much you know, so you say everything at once. But here's the problem. When you speak in very long, very complicated sentences, you don't sound more educated. Your listeners, they get lost, especially in high-pressure environments like hospitals, clinics, and facilities where decisions need to be made quickly. Unfortunately, this is especially common among highly fluent speakers who are trying to translate from another language in real time. For example, I was just thinking that since the patient's labs were improving and their fever went down, maybe we could possibly consider reducing the dosage. But only if the team agrees, of course. That is a very common sentence that someone would say. Now, that sentence, it has a lot of great information, but it buries the main point. So try this instead. The patient's labs are improving. The fever is down. I recommend lowering the dosage. Each idea is clear. It also gives your listener time to process what you said, and that makes you sound like a leader. One idea per sentence. That's the rule. Mistake number 3, using very passive or overly polite language. When you say things like, it might be a good idea if we could possibly, or I was wondering if maybe you'd want to, this dilutes your message and it makes you very easy to ignore. And in medical environments, people need to know what you mean and what action to take. Passive speech, it doesn't feel urgent, even when the situation is. For example, let's compare these two sentences. It might be a good idea to run another test. We need to run another test immediately. The second version is clear, direct, and decisive. And that's what builds trust. Also, being polite doesn't mean being vague. You can lead with both respect and confidence, and that combination changes everything. Now, here's the truth. These speaking mistakes, they don't mean that you're not smart or capable. In fact, the only reason you're still making them is because no one taught you another way. You learned English in a textbook, and textbook English and real world English are vastly different. But the best part here is now you get to choose. You don't have to over explain anymore. You don't have to sound unsure anymore. You don't have to tiptoe around every single sentence you say. Clear, confident communication isn't about changing who you are. It's about removing those habits that's hiding your brilliance. Okay, if this video helped you, please hit like and subscribe. I post new videos each week to help you build real world fluency in healthcare. Also, please share this with other non-native English speakers. I am on a mission to close the language gap in healthcare. And if you want some more quick fixes, download my free guide, 10 phrases every healthcare professional should know. It's jam-packed with phrases that you use all day, every day in healthcare, and it shows you when to say it, when not to say it, how to say it, how not to say it, and it gives you real-world examples that you can start using today. If you want to download that, the link is in the description box below. And if you liked this video, check these other ones out too. All right, that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Take care.